right, boys and girls, children of all ages, Seattle Pandemic Shutdown. What is this? Day 25, 26, 27? Is this 27 days of this? I'm losing count. I think it's day 27. Monday. And oh boy is it Monday, I'm telling you. I shouldn't complain, because I fully understand, I've said this before, but I repeat myself frequently on this little pandemic program. I am fully aware that my mental health is bolstered by the fact that I have my normal responsibilities, going to work and whatnot, some form of structure to my day. Even Mrs. Style is working from home, but I can tell that like her mental health is, not collapsing, but she just is, her day is a formless ball of ambiguity. And I mean, she started playing Nintendo Switch, and I watched her go full gamer, and she has no idea what she's doing. She has no idea what powers she's meddling with. Gaming for 4 hours straight and then being like, why does my back hurt? It's because you have your head down in a game for 4 hours straight. Go to the bathroom. Go eat food. Yeah, she's not going to make it. Anyways, getting up, getting yourself up, following some kind of routine. And by that, I mean roll your yoga mat out and do something, try to do some push-ups, do some stretches, check your fingernails. If you are the adventurous type, go ahead and order some trimmers off of Amazon. Try to give yourself a haircut. Give your significant other a haircut. It's not going to be great, but you know what? No one's supposed to see it anyway because you're not supposed to go out, right? Give it a shot, for later, in the pandemic apocalypse team, I know how to give a haircut, all right? It's not going to be great, but it's going to be a haircut, all right? You said you need a haircut, I'm going to cut your hair. You want that on your side when everything jumps off. Just saying. But yeah, it's a beautiful spring, and I had this unsettling thought the other day. What if this beautiful, sunny, warm spring is a precursor to something horrendous? And by something horrendous, I mean, if there's not enough rain now, then later in the summer, we're going to have some crazy wildfires, right? Now, we can survive wildfires, and we've done it before. It can be really intense and really kind of freaky. But I'm worried about that now, because that'll just be another thing on top of all the other things. And man, traffic is a little bit heavy today. Well, I took you out last Friday. We went to Ballard, looked around. It definitely had that kind of creepy abandoned amusement park kind of vibe, where it's supposed to be bustling and it's just desolate. There's just a homeless building a shelter in front of a doorway, and just, not good. Not good for morale to really feel it, but I wanted to show you because, again, we're never really gonna see this again, I don't think. Oh, come on. Why are we going slow? We should be going fast. There's a pandemic on, damn it. Anyways, what were we going over the weekend? Everything's stupid. Gas and crude oil is now 1 cent a barrel, and I don't even know what that means. Like, negative pricing? I don't even understand I don't know how that plays out. What does that even mean? Like free oil? I don't know. It's like the inverse of peak oil. Oh man. Anyways, what happened over the weekend? I don't remember. I drank wine and watched Happy. did watch that Contagion movie again because, seemed like relevant viewing material right at the moment. 2011, Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow? Yeah, and then you had Larry Fishburne in there, and what's her name from Titanic? No, not ScarJo. I forget her name. You know her, pretty girl. She's a competent, no-nonsense CDC investigator or whatever, and she's hot on the trail of the thing and doing the investigation. But the movie did have some interesting parallels. I think other people have already mentioned it, but like it spreads from its development. They knock some trees over, and then some bats fly away from the trees, and then fly to a wet market, and then they crap on some pigs, and then the pig is getting cleaned and ready to cook, and then the chef gets interrupted, comes out and shakes hands with people, it transmits the virus from the pig to the human, and then it spreads all over the world from there via surfaces and coughing on each other and all that stuff that we've all now learned that we need to not be doing. And it's basically spot on. It's basically almost the exact same thing. And that's unsettling, because that means that whoever researched the movie and wrote the script knew that these were high-risk vector, this was a high-risk sort of venue, these wet markets and such. And yeah. I mean, you should check the movie out if you're not freaked out enough right now. Like, if you're doing all right, then watch it and kind of, take in that sort of source material, because that is very much so like what's happening right now. People socially distancing, isolating themselves. It's all very, I called it the big chill, right? I mean, it's the biggest chill possible. And it's having all kinds of weird effects on people's mental health. Like I said, being able to maintain a normal business day, normal, quote-unquote normal day, has been very helpful for me. And I know that a lot of you do not have that. So you got to give yourself more structure to help your own self out. The social media has been interesting, because you're just sort of slowly watching people lose their minds and post, TikTok videos and everything, as they try to cope with this thing. And this is just unprecedented and bizarre, so obviously not everyone's going to handle it very well. But again, maybe take a break from the social media, from the doom scrolling. What is it? Didn't they call it that the other day? Someone called it doom scrolling, or pandemic reading. Like, you're just hooked on the news cycle all day long. Give it a break. They don't know anything. No one knows what's going on. Just buy your supplies in bulk and don't go out if you don't have to. Sit at home, learn how to juggle. Be a great time to learn how to juggle. Also be a great time to learn how to, sew. You know how to sew? Sew a mask. Learn how to do that. Everyone could have come out of this thing with a Rosetta Stone Spanish, at least. Probably would have been a good time to do some Rosetta Stone Mandarin, so you can talk to the Chinese about why we're mad at them in their own language. So again, you got to give yourselves a little push to get through this thing, and we're gonna make it. Spring is in the air. Remember, go outside if you can. Just don't get near anybody. Go out in the sun. Especially if you live in Seattle right now. It has been a wonderful spring. You gotta go outside. It'll make you feel better. Alright. Rant over. Seattle pandemic shutdown. Rolls on. Alright, remember, I go out so you don't have to.